Hey everybody, welcome back to Homesteading Off the Grid. Guys and girls, sometimes we come across a story, we hear a story that is so amazing, it's worth retelling to the masses. And I came across one such story today in the comments section of the video I made this morning, and in which I talked about how our hot water heater caught on fire last night, and how if I had not woken up at a very odd time for a very odd reason, we could have lost our house. We could have lost our lives. But and I was talking about serendipity. Many of you left in the comments, you believed it was God, a higher power, angels, the inner voice, subconsciousness, all these different things. And I agree with every single one of you. And I'm up here today to relay a story left in the comments section by our subscriber, Tamala Toggle. And Tamala Toggle, we're hanging up a crayon up here with our ornaments of inspiration for the visitor who visited you one night and saved your life in a dream, as well as for all of the unexplained angels who visit us at unexplained times during unexplained circumstances for unexplainable reasons that really add up to us still being here among the living. So, you know, just to rehash, maybe you missed the story this morning, in 30 seconds or less. When I put wood in my wood stove around midnight, I didn't set the damper correctly. And we use our doors for part of the dampering system. It's a very old stove. I didn't leave enough airway for the wood to get enough oxygen to burn properly and efficiently and for a long period of time. And now while I was doing this, I knew this was the case. And I said to myself, don't do this. You're going to be up in an hour because this fire is going to go out. Fix the doors. But then like something else, another voice, another inner voice, my gut, something was saying, no, do it like this. The fire has to go out and you have to get up in an hour. It's crazy. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what happened. Go to bed. I go back to sleep. An hour later, I wake up. I'm wide awake. I feel like it's the middle of the afternoon, like I have not been sleeping, not even groggy. I go in to check the wood stove fire. Sure enough, it's out. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, I knew this was going to happen. Why did I do that? If I would have left the doors just cracked a little more, there would still be a raging fire in here and I could have slept for another hour and a half or 2 hours maybe before I had to get up to put more wood on this. So I'm starting to relight the fire, and then I hear like a crackling, popping sound, fire sound coming from another room. I go in the other room, in our kitchen where our hot water heater is. It was an extension added to the house, originally built in 1903. And the thing's starting to smoke. It's crackling. It's on fire. Wake the family. Get ready to leave if we have to. Fortunately, fire extinguisher gets it out. The good news is, that's good news right there. But more good news, we went to Lowe's today, bought a brand new hot water heater. They actually sent a subcontractor out to install it today. We already have it installed. The old hot water heater was taken out of here, and we already have hot water. And as you can see, the sun's not even down yet. So, going through the comments, been out most of the day dealing with this stuff, going to Lowe's and then coming back and then going to get Daniel from school. So, I'm back. I'm going through the comments, and Tamala Toggle leaves the most amazing story in the comments section, and I had to come up here and share this story. Many people left many amazing stories, but Tamala's was just really amazing. Here it is. Tamala said that when she goes through periods of stress, she has a tendency to sleepwalk. And she talked about how years ago, when she was going through a divorce, she was so stressed out, she was doing a lot of sleepwalking. And one night, she went on a sleepwalking escapade, went into the living room, got a cigarette, lit it, went back to bed, laid back down in bed with a lit cigarette, and just kept sleeping, not knowing she had done this. So she starts having this very vivid dream. There's this mean old man yelling at her, wake up, wake up. And she's like, leave me alone, I'm sleeping. He goes, wake up, wake up. And he just sounds really angry, just really irate. And she's like, no, leave me alone, I'm sleeping, go away, I'm sleeping. And he keeps screaming at her very persistently, no, wake up now. So she says, who are you? And he says, Uncle John, I'm your Uncle John. Wake up now, I'm your Uncle John. So she comes to, she looks around the room, she flings the blankets out, hops up out of the bed and wakes up and realizes it was a dream. Okay, but when she flipped those blankets, she also flung the cigarette out of the bed, flung it out. And the next day, she saw where that cigarette had burned through 3 layers of blankets, I believe she said, 2 blankets and a sheet, and started burning the mattress. But then she flung it out, extinguished it, put it out. That dream saved her life. So the next day, or sometime shortly thereafter, she's talking to her father, and she says, "Dad, who's Uncle John? Is that name familiar to you?" And her dad says, "Well, yeah, you had an Uncle John, a great Uncle John. Your grandmother's brother was named John." And she said, "Well, I didn't know him. Why did I not know this?" And she said, "Well, he died before you were born." And she was like, "Really?" And the dad said, "Yeah, he died back in 1957, before you were born. He'd lit a cigarette, fell asleep smoking a cigarette, the house caught on fire, he died in the fire." When I read that, that gave me chills. And I believe Tamala Toggle. I believe that story. Thank you for sharing that story with me, Tamala Toggle. Uncle Jim and the inner voice, the higher power, the angels, everybody out there, everything out there, these things that we cannot explain and don't fully comprehend or understand, but have seen too much evidence of to write off as pure fiction, is getting a crayon up here on our where we're hanging our Christmas crayons and our ornaments of inspiration. So guys, we've got 12 days left as of this recording. There's still plenty of time for you to get your ornaments of inspiration dedications in. If somebody's touched you in life, somebody's inspired you, you're missing someone, you lost somebody. We had some really good stories come in today. A lady shared with us about some family issues, and she has 6 siblings. Her father finally passed, and Patty, thank you for that, and I hope you enjoy that reunion you're having with all your siblings this weekend. I told you that in the comments. We hung a crayon for you today. I pray that goes well for you. So guys, keep them coming in. Thank you for all the well wishes in regard to our near house fire last night, and we'll see you for more next time from here at Homesteading Off the Grid. Give you another shot of our snow here before it's gone. It's probably going to be gone by tomorrow.